I feel like this story is a confession. This incident happened 33 years ago in my second year of teaching. I've never told this story to anyone. It was 1974 and I was 24, teaching at a private military school in Long Island. I got this job through a former roommate of mine who graduated before me. I was teaching phys ed, health, and 8th grade science. I was also assistant athletic director, assistant varsity football coach, head varsity basketball coach, and head varsity lacrosse coach. Even though I was only there 2 years, up to this point, I had a great relationship with the students, being young myself and spending a lot of time with those kids. I also lived in the building, so I was always around. One day, one of my student athletes asked to see me in my office about a personal problem. This was not unusual for a student to confide with his coach. It was flattering to know that he trusted me and felt comfortable talking to me. I had done this myself many times. The problem was that he felt that his girlfriend was pregnant due to the fact that she missed a period. He was extremely upset and afraid, as any 16-year-old would be at this time, 1974. His fear was his father and his girlfriend's parents, and he was really distraught. I immediately advised him to try and calm down and calm his girlfriend down, knowing that stress sometimes interferes with the menstrual cycle, and to check back with me after a few weeks. Sure enough, he came back 2 weeks later to me telling me she was definitely pregnant. The next question was one that I never thought I would hear. He asked me for a loan for an abortion. He was so upset and afraid what his father would do to him, I started to be concerned what he might do to himself if he could not resolve this without anyone knowing. What do I do? Help him or not help him, and fear that he might hurt himself? My inexperienced response was to ignore my feelings about abortion and maybe save somebody from hurting themselves. So I gave him the money to take care of the problem. 4 months later, I received a check in the mail for the full amount signed by his father, followed by a phone call. The father thanked me and was not upset with me. I was expecting to lose my job and be sued. Apparently, he told his dad much later on after the fact. In hindsight, if I was more experienced in life, I should have directed him to some kind of outreach program for kids in those situations, but I was ignorant at the time of any such services. Later on, in the early 80s, I was confronted with a failing 7-year marriage, and my ex-wife was pregnant. She asked me if she should get an abortion, and I said, I can't tell you what to do with your body, but I feel that the baby is part of me and should be born into this world, knowing very well that the birth would not help our marriage in any way. And so this is my story that I have never revealed, the thoughts of what to do and what I did at age 24 and also at age 31. I am now 57.